business and finance. In this training on business and financial literacy, we'll be looking at keys to wealth creation and financial freedom. Welcome to a powerful journey into business and financial literacy, a training designed to open your eyes to the real key behind wealth creation and through financial freedom. In today's world, the 21st century economy, wealth is no longer reserved for those who work the hardest, but for those who understand how to work smart, build leverage, and create systems that multiply their effort. This training will help you unlock the principles, mindsets, and strategies used by modern wealth builders so you can move from simply earning money to creating wealth that works for you. So get ready, your financial transformation starts now. Also, we will take a look at perspective, which is the foundation of wealth creation. Before anyone can build wealth or step into financial freedom, perspective must change. True transformation begins in the mind. You cannot create a new life with an old mindset. What brought you this far will not take you to the next level. In the 21st century, financial success is built on mindset renewal. And one of the most powerful tools for this is the paradigm shift. A paradigm shift is simply learning to see differently. Think about two people looking at a number on the ground. One sees 6 and the other sees 9. Both are correct because each is speaking from their own perspective. The one who sees both sides has the real advantage. This is what happens when you shift your paradigm. You rise above your current view and gain a clearer understanding of how wealth truly works. In this training, we will explore how to move from the paradigm of the poor to the paradigm of the rich. A complete transformation in how you think about money, opportunities, value, and possibilities. We will also dive into another major catalyst for perspective change, which is crisis. Many times, crises force us to rethink our habits, our decisions, and even our financial direction. While crisis can break some people, it can also become the turning point that push others into excellence and success. At the end of this season, you won't just learn new information. You will see differently, think differently, and act differently. Because wealth begins in the mind, and perspective is the master key. 3 levels of education. The 3 levels of education you need to succeed greatly in life, which is scholastic education, professional education, and financial education. Most people grow up believing that going to school, getting good grades, getting a job is the pathway to success. But in reality, there are 3 distinct levels of education, and unless you understand and master all 3, true success, especially financial success, will remain out of reach. First, scholastic education. This is the foundation. It teaches you how to read, write, communicate, and solve basic arithmetic. It is what you learn in primary and secondary school. While this level of education is important, it does not guarantee financial success. It equips you to function in society, but not to thrive financially. Number 2, professional education. At this stage, you learn skill or acquire a profession that helps you earn money. Whether you are a doctor, an engineer, fashion designer, digital marketer, or artisan, your professional education gives you a way to generate income. But here's the truth. Even with a high income skill or a great job, many people still struggle financially. Why? Because skill alone is not enough to create long-term wealth. Then we look at financial education. It's the level most people never reach, and it is the one that makes the biggest difference. Financial education teaches you how money works, how to build wealth, how to multiply your income, how to create systems, and how to achieve financial freedom. Unfortunately, this is exactly what the current school system does not teach us, and this is the reason many smart, hardworking, educated people still remain broke or financially unstable. Why this training matters? In this business and financial training, you will break down these 3 levels of education and show you how to understand where you currently stand, how to maximize the knowledge you already have, and most importantly, how to master financial education, the level that unlocks wealth creation in 21st century. If you are truly ready for transformation, if you want to rise above financial struggle, if you want to understand the principles that wealthy people use daily, then this training is your gateway. Your financial future begins the moment you choose to learn what the school system never taught you. Let's build wealth the smart way. Let's begin the journey together. Next, we will look at the research finding. Now, my research finding, 3 keys that can transform your financial life. As a young Nigerian, I spent years wondering how wealth is truly created. I followed the traditional advice we were all raised with: go to school, study hard, get good grades, and find a good job. But after going through the system and working for some time, I realized something shocking. The life of freedom I desired was nowhere in sight. The old formula simply wasn't enough for the kind of wealth and freedom the 21st century demands. That realization pushed me into a deep personal research journey. 5 solid years of studying what the true wealthy do differently, how they build sustainable wealth, and how they create legacies that last for generations. And after all the books, interviews, mentorship, and real-life observation, I discovered 3 powerful keys that changed everything for me. These keys, if applied with the right mindset and right system, can help anyone move towards real wealth and financial freedom. Now, these research findings actually helped me to 10x my income. So just imagine if whatever you are earning now, you are able to 10x it. That's what this training on business and financial literacy can do for you. So here are the 3 keys and how they work. The first is become an entrepreneur. Become an entrepreneur. The first major secret of the wealthy is entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurs don't just work for money. They create value, build systems, solve problems, and position themselves for unlimited income. Becoming an entrepreneur is one of the fastest and most powerful ways to build wealth in this century. The next is building multiple streams of income. Multiple streams of income. No wealthy person depends on just one source of income. One stream of income is simply too fragile. In a world where things change rapidly, wealthy people build multiple streams: digital investment-based, business-based, and passive sources, so that money flows to them from different directions. Then the last is becoming a wise investor. Becoming a wise investor. Earning money is good, growing money is better, but multiplying money through investments is what changes your financial level permanently. Wise investing turns income into long-term wealth and transforms opportunity into assets. What this training would do for you. In this business and financial literacy training, we are going to break down these 3 keys in a practical, simple, and actionable way. You will learn how to think like a modern entrepreneur, how to build the structure, multiple streams of income, how to invest wisely even if you are starting small, and how to apply the paradigm shift that makes wealth creation possible. If you have ever asked yourself, how do people really become wealthy? If you have ever felt like you were meant for more than salary alone, if you have tried of the old system of struggle and you want a new pathway, then this training is exactly for you. This training is exactly what you've been searching for. Your journey to wealth and financial freedom starts with knowledge. Now is your chance to get it. Basics of financial literacy. Basics of financial literacy, the foundation of wealth. Before anyone can build wealth and experience through financial freedom, there are basic financial principles that must be understood. These are the pillars that the rich master, average people often ignore. In this training, we are going to break down in a simple, practical, and highly impactful way. 1. Understanding income streams. Understanding income streams. The first financial tool you must master is the income statement, which shows you income and your expenses. This statement reveals something powerful. It's not how much you earn that determines your financial future, but how much you keep and how you use it. You will learn how to analyze your cash flow, identify financial leaks, and take control of where your money goes. The second is understanding the balance sheet. We explore the balance sheet, which contains your assets and your liabilities. This is where most people get it wrong. Many people think they have assets, but in reality, they have liabilities disguised as assets. In this training, you will clearly understand what an asset really is, what a liability really is, how to build assets and produce money, how to build assets that produce money, and how to avoid liabilities that drain your finance. Mastering this alone can change your financial life forever. Also, we'll look at the money game. The money game. Money is a game, and like every game, only those who understand the rules win. Managing, growing, and multiplying money requires a shift in mindset and a deep understanding of how money behaves. We will break down the powerful formula V plus P equals to M. You will discover what V, P, and M means, and how this simple equation can transform how you earn, grow, and multiply money. This season will open your eyes to what money truly is and how to make it work for you, not the other way around. Also, we'll look at the 3 types of income. The 3 types of income. In the 21st century, not all income is equal. If you want to build wealth, you must know the difference between the linear, the leverage, and the residual income. Now, for linear income, you work once, you earn once. This is the income most people depend on, and the reason many never achieve financial freedom. For leverage income, you earn through system, tools, technology, or people. This income allows you to do more with less effort. For residual income or passive income, you work once and continue to earn repeatedly. This is the income for the wealthy. This is the income that gives you freedom. This is the income that builds generational wealth. In this training, you will learn how to create all 3 strategically and sustainably. Why you should join this training? This season is not just another financial talk. This is the foundation that will help you understand money at a deeper level, break free from financial confusion, learn how to control your money instead of letting it control you, build a clear pathway to wealth and financial freedom, position yourself for smarter, bigger, and better financial decisions. If you are serious about building wealth in this century, if you want your finances to make sense, if you want to break a cycle of struggle and step into abundance, then this training is exactly what you need. Your financial breakthrough begins with understanding the basics, and this is where the transformation starts. Okay, we also take a look at cash flow. Cash flow system, the real divider between the poor, the middle class, and the rich. In every society, people naturally fall into 3 financial categories, which is the poor, which makes about 80%, the middle class, which makes about 15%, and the rich, which makes the rich or wealthy, which makes 5% or less. But here is the shocking truth most people never realize. What separates this group is not education, not background, not luck. It is their cash flow system. As you can see, the cash flow system of the poor, the cash flow system of the middle class, those I call the look rich, and the cash flow system of the rich. So what separates them is their cash flow system. Your cash flow system, the way money enters and leaves your life, is the real determinant of whether you remain poor, struggle in the middle class, or rise into wealth. The cash flow system of the poor follow a predictable pattern. They earn, they spend, and they repeat the cycle. Everything they earn goes straight to expenses. Nothing flows into assets. The cycle traps them in financial struggle no matter how hard they work. The cash flow system of the middle class. The middle class look more comfortable but still stuck. They earn money and use it to buy liabilities that looks like assets. Cars, lifestyle, upgrades, gadgets, loans, consumption, distinguished as progress. They appear successful, but their money still flows away from them, not towards them. Okay? Now, the cash flow system of the rich or the wealthy, which is what we see here. The rich operate differently. Their cash flow works for them, not against them. They use their income to buy assets. Their assets produce income. That new income creates more assets. So you see them increasing their assets in what we call their asset column. This cycle keeps compounding until wealth becomes inevitable. What this training will do or teach you. In this training, you are not just going to learn about cash flow. You will understand the exact cash flow pattern of the poor, middle class, and rich. Identify which cash flow system you are currently operating in. Learn the practical steps to shift into the cash flow system of the wealthy. Discover how your income statement and balance sheet connect to form your cash flow. Gain clarity on how to escape the circle of financial struggle. Learn how to redirect your money into assets that build long-term wealth. This season will show you how to break free from the cash flow system that keeps 80% of people poor and guide you towards the system used by the top 5%, which is the wealthy. Why you should not miss this training. When you understand your cash flow system, you unlock the secret to financial transformation. It becomes clearer why some people never rise financially and why others keep getting richer. And the best part, you can change your cash flow system the moment you understand how it works. If you truly want to break free from financial pressure, escape the paycheck to paycheck cycle, and position yourself for wealth, then this is for you. This is the knowledge that changes destiny. This is the information the wealthy pass to their children. This is the system that determines where you will stand financially in the next 5 to 10 years. Your financial breakthrough begins with understanding your cash flow system. Let's unlock it together in this training. Business quadrant, your pathway to wealth and financial freedom. In this training, we will be diving deep into one of the most powerful concepts in modern wealth building, the 4 business quadrants. The 4 business quadrants. Quadrant 1, Quadrant 2, Quadrant 3, and Quadrant 4. Understanding these quadrants and knowing how to position yourself correctly can completely change your financial future. Most people spend their entire life stuck in the wrong quadrant, not because they lack talent or ambition, but because they were never taught how the quadrant works. This training will open your eyes to the different ways people earn money and why only a small percentage rise to become wealthy. The 4 quadrants, the E, S, B, and I quadrant. We will break down the 4 major ways people earn income. That is the E quadrant, employee, the S quadrant, self-employed, the B quadrant, business owner, and the I quadrant, investors. You will learn the advantages, disadvantages, and financial impact of each quadrant so you can clearly see where you currently are, why you are experiencing your current financial results, and which quadrant gives you the highest chance of wealth and freedom. What you will discover in this training, you will gain clarity on the E quadrant, employee quadrant, why most people remain here, and why financial freedom is almost impossible in this quadrant alone. The S quadrant, that is self-employed, why this quadrant gives more control but still traps people in time for money limitation. The B quadrant, that's the business owner, how systems, leverage, and team building creates massive opportunity for wealth. And the I quadrant, that is the investor quadrant, why this is the ultimate wealth quadrant where money begins to work for you even while you sleep. Why this matters? When you understand these quadrants, your entire perspective on money changes. You begin to see why the rich becomes richer, why the middle class struggle, and why the poor rarely breaks out of financial circles. Most importantly, you will discover how to transition into the quadrants that creates wealth, even if you are starting with little or no capital. Why you must be part of this training. This season will equip you with the mindset of the wealthy, the strategy for transiting across quadrants, the roadmap for building sustainable wealth, the clarity needed to choose the right financial path, the confidence to position yourself where wealth flows naturally. If you truly want to escape financial limitation and unlock your full wealth potential, then this training is designed for you. The quadrants you choose determine the future you experience. Make the choice that leads to freedom. Also, we will take a look at business interface. Business interface, the 3 wealth vehicles of the 21st century. In this training, we will explore one of the most eye-opening concepts in modern wealth creation, the 3 business interface. These interfaces are like financial vehicles, and the one you choose determines how fast you will reach your financial destination. Most people struggle financially not because they lack talent or effort, but because they are using the wrong vehicles. Understanding these interfaces will show you exactly where you are and which vehicle can take you to wealth and financial freedom faster. Vehicle number 1, the human-to-human interface, the slowest vehicle. This is the most common interface and unfortunately the weakest. It is the method the majority of people rely on, which is why many remain financially stuck. This interface is like trekking on foot from River State to Lagos State. Will you get there? Eventually, yes, but it will cost you time, energy, and strength, and the journey will feel never-ending. This is the interface of the poor because it depends solely on your personal effort, your personal time, and your personal energy. Now, the second interface, which is the product-to-human interface, the faster vehicle. This second interface is like taking a vehicle, it could be a bus or a car, from River State to Lagos State. It is faster, more productive, and far more efficient than using your legs. However, your product becomes your representative. Instead of you chasing people one-on-one, your product does the work, reach more people, and multiplies your effort. You will learn how to use this interface to increase your income and scale your results. Now, the last, which is the online or the digital interface, the 21st century wealth vehicle. Now we come to the most powerful vehicle of all, the digital interface. This is the interface that has created more millionaires in the last 20 years than any other strategy in history. It is like taking a jet from River State, a jet or a plane from River State to Lagos State, which can just take few minutes. It is fast, efficient, and scalable, and capable of taking you farther than you ever imagined. This digital interface gives you the ability to reach thousands without being physically present, scale your business beyond location, multiply your influence, impact, and income, build system that earns money even when you are not actively working. This is the wealth engine of the 21st century, and mastering it will be your greatest breakthrough. Why you must not miss this training? In this season, you will gain deep insight into what each interface really means, which interface you are currently operating in, how to transition from slow, draining method to fast, powerful, scalable ones, how to use this interface as vehicles to accelerate your financial journey. If you want to build wealth without stress, if you want to multiply your income without burning out, if you want to leverage technology, product, and system to achieve financial freedom faster, then this training is your stepping stone. Your financial success is not just about how hard you work, it's about the vehicle you choose. Let's choose the right one together and move you towards the financial future you desire. Finally, we look at financial management system. Financial management system, the master key to wealth, freedom, and generational prosperity. There is something important you must understand. Making money is not the same as keeping it, and keeping money is not the same as multiplying it. Most people work hard to earn money. Only a few know how to manage money, and only the wealthy know how to multiply money. What makes the difference? The financial management system. This system is the big picture, the blueprint that determines how your money flows, how fast it grows, and how far it takes you. Without it, money will slip away no matter how much you earn. With it, even small income can grow into massive wealth over time. Why the financial management system is a game changer? It is the system the wealthy use quietly, consistently, and generationally. It is the system they teach their children to secure their family financial future. It is the system that ensures your money works for you, your income grows consistently, your wealth compounds, your financial future becomes predictable, your generational legacy is secured. This is not about try and error. This is about structure, strategy, and discipline. What you will discover in this training. In this training, you will learn the different financial accounts, you must have, how to properly allocate income across this account, how to design a system that fits your life, your income, and your goals. How this system can grow your money massively over time. How to predict the exact point you will become financially free. How to organize your finances the same way the world do. When you apply this system, you will stop guessing about your financial future. You start designing it. The power of a financial management system. This system is the summary of everything business and finance stands for. It is the structure that brings order to your money. It is the engine that drives you from earning to managing to multiplying your wealth. With the right financial management system, your money stops controlling you. You start controlling your money. Every naira you earn has a purpose. Your wealth becomes inevitable. This is the system that transforms financial stress into financial confidence. This is the system that can change your entire financial life. If you truly want to build wealth, achieve freedom, and set up a legacy that outlives you, then you cannot afford to operate without a financial management system. This is the secret of the wealthy, and now it's your turn to master it.